Welcome everybody to Fable or Forgotten Realms Fable, episode 2. We have a GM. His name is Intertooth.
Hello everybody on this second campaign. Last campaign the party was on a not patrol. Forgetting words. Give me new English.
Caravan.
Caravan, thank you. To this next village, and the village was closed. With a deal, they were allowed to enter in exchange to solve a mystery in town. To their sadness, they discovered all to be about one ring. A wedding ring, and I went to investigate that ring after having some nice meal and a talk with the mayor. And it was the mayor's daughter's ring, engagement ring. And for some reason, they thought it was a good plan to break in to the mayor's house to seek out the daughter of the mayor. And that's basically where they ended. And I want to start by rolling initiative. Oh, after, of course, introducing the players.
I'm Rydell. I am a high elf warlock.
I
You
am
can find me
Eastborn.
on Twitch as Dean.
Sorry. I am Eastborn playing Festina, the high elf rogue.
I am Monocle playing Nepotan, the human cleric.
I'm on the wrong side of this. I am Hrodebert. Sam Lyon playing Hrodebert, the human fighter.
And I am Surtur playing the gnome wizard Agatha.
Welcome all. As I said, you can start by rolling initiative because that's where we're going to start. Good way to start, right?
Absolutely.
No. It's a terrible way to start. I haven't gotten any of my bad rolls out of the way yet.
Yes.
These are all great initiative rolls, guys.
It's fine.
Even my doesn't
Yeah.
work. Okay, they're all done, I guess.
I got my own left.
Do you want to do the weasel on a different initiative or the same as yours?
Weasel keeps his own.
We are gonna start with Holbert because before this happens inside, you heard the scream and you wanted to grapple the guard, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I wanna prevent him from going in. So yes, grapple, punch, something to knock him out. Don't want to hurt him really, but
Do you want to knock him out or do you want to grapple him?
I want to prevent him from screaming for the rest of the guards.
And how are you doing that?
Really kind of want to knock him out.
By doing
Okay.
damage.
Yeah, you can do that without doing damage. Roll attack, and then because he's not aware, you can add not proficiency,
Advantage?
advantage to it.
I'm proficient in unarmed strikes, right?
You can use a weapon as well to choose not to do non-lethal damage.
Well,
That's
Warhammer
correct.
it is then.
Yeah, that will knock him out.
Wow.
So he's not going to be happy when he wakes up, that's for sure. And then we're going to start with, I think that was Rydell without the name, right?
Yes.
Yeah. You wanted to do something with your dancing lights the last time that we ended.
I did. As you see, there's this thing I can do with dancing lights and make them merge together into a humanoid shape. And we're gonna do that.
And are you gonna put that somewhere, like in the room or in front of Juna?
Well, see, because she's beckoning us out, we're gonna send the humanoid shape dancing lights out.
So it's basically right behind her.
Yeah.
And for the people that doesn't know, at the end, they awoken or tried to awake with whispers. Juna didn't work, and then they just poked her awake. She was scared as hell, yelled, but they used, what was it, friendship or
Karma. Charm.
Charm person.
Karma's what's gonna get me into trouble.
yeah,
Charm person.
charm person on her. So she thinks she has two friends at this moment, and her dad is reacting to the first scream. So now he's gonna react to. Oh, that's the weasel. Is next. What is the weasel's order so far, or mission?
Get information, scurry about, see if it can figure out what's going on inside.
You get a little bit of a panicky feel from him. And he probably wants to hide somewhere. Then we got the mayor. Is he going to believe? What should his reaction be to the dancing lights?
Oh yeah, the weasel will scurry over and try and hide under the desk.
Okay.
Remember,
I
use alt to move to a spot that's not a square.
yeah, he's gonna beckon Juna over. Like, Juna, are you safe? Come to me. He's not trusting the situation. That's on Juna's turn, by the way. He's gonna just step one square and a 4. And then we got the guard, who is unconscious.
I think I'm on the wrong place in the order.
Are you?
Yep. It's at 7.
I wouldn't have done anything with Agatha, but I'm supposed to react right after the weasel.
There you go.
Yeah, we're gonna put you right after the weasel, and you will get a turn right now. That's not the one that I wanted. Unconscious. There we go. No, not that one. Yeah, you can go now.
Nothing for me to do as of this moment, so I'm trying to communicate with the. Actually, I will use an action to look through the weasel's and look at the hair through the weasel's eyes and ears.
Okay, so you go deaf and blind while your character will, and you now can see through the eyes of the weasel. You see some light coming behind Juna. You can barely see Juna, and you see a really worried Maya standing right there.
Okay, so it's my turn.
Yes.
Yeah.
There was a window in this room, right?
Yes.
Can I try and open it?
Yeah, you can.
I don't know if it's locked or.
It is well not locked, but there is a bar that's preventing it from opening. Are you gonna do this silent or just gonna open it?
Silent.
Okay, let's see what kind of check. Sleight of hand, maybe? Or yeah, that will do.
17.
Yeah, you can open it and you open it silently.
Can I step out? It was 15 feet of movement, so 50 more would be
Yeah, it's
somewhere.
rough terrain, so you can just stand outside,
That's fine for me.
climbing over the wall.
And can I wave to Rydell to come this way silently?
I think he will
Finger in,
notice you running away.
finger in front of my hand, like, shh, and then waving with the other arm that he used to come towards me.
I think you can do that. Napotan.
I'm actually a bit confused and will do nothing.
Okay. Then it's Holbert again, and you now have a unconscious guard in front of you.
I will take him around the corner there and kind of arrange him like he fell asleep on the job.
So just put his back against the building.
Yep.
Yeah, you can do that. It's not too far away.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Then Juno Wildshapis, she listens to her dad, comes over and says, "There were just some friends in my bedroom. Just talk with them." And then Rydialis again.
Okay. Um. Hold on, let me see. Okay, it's just a bonus action. Oh, we're going to make the lights charge at the mayor.
Like it's attacking?
We don't know. It's just going towards the mayor.
Ooh, I want to have a check for that. Let's see how good you can make me a Arcana roll. Yeah, that's pretty convincing. Are you gonna do anything else?
Um. Let me see. Where did the? That's 30. I need to check this. I am personally going to move towards the window.
Yeah, you probably can just reach the window. You have like
Yeah.
1 foot half out of it.
I don't have enough to get through the window if the window is difficult terrain, so.
Yeah, you need to climb up and climb out and, get your body through. It's not that big.
So I don't have quite enough, so.
And then the weasel, I guess. Xota, what would the weasel do? Stay there or follow friends?
He's gonna dash all the way to the window in the bedroom.
Okay.
How obvious is he gonna be about it?
Well, he can't sneak if he's dashing, but he's gonna follow the walls.
Right.
He's tiny. I'll make a perception check
Also,
for that.
Gober is being charged at by dancing lights.
Mhm.
Ooh. What is your perception? That's pretty high.
Got a +5 in stealth on the weasel.
Gober's probably distracted by the lights flying at his face.
Yeah. Let's do it with disadvantage. Let's do it with disadvantage, just for the lights. So I think you saved your weasel friend there. Oh yes, you did. And then we got Springsteel.
Her eyes turns back to her normal color because she no longer watches through the weasel's eyes. And she says, "Well, that didn't work out as expected." And just turns around and starts moseying towards somewhere else.
Okay, the mayor is now just comforting. No, he's gonna jump scare away from the lights. No, probably towards her, the girl.
Protecting her. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's gonna yell for the guards. Not that that's doing anything.
Hey, you can try.
You can try. Christina.
Right, I'll try and help to get the weasel and Rydell out while they get out in their turns. And while I'm doing that, I will whisper to Rydell, try and get the bar back. And I point at where the bar was and where it's supposed to be from the other side. Because I think he had Mage Hand, right? Rydell? Theme?
I mage hand. I don't remember. Let me check. No, in fact, I do not have mage hand.
Okay, can I use a full, instead of helping them, can I use a full action to tie a little bit of thread to the the bar and lift it up, so when they get out and get the window closed, I can drop the bar so it falls into place again?
Do you have not mage hand yourself?
I do not. I have message.
What you can do is hold the window open and holding the bar. So you're pretty sure if you close the window and you
Fall
hold
into
the bar at the
place.
last moment, it will fall in its position.
I don't care if my hand gets hurt a little bit. I'll try that. That will be my turn.
It's not, yeah. Okay, you hold your action for that, I guess.
Yeah, I guess it would be the correct term.
Then Nepotan is still confused, I guess.
We see Rodbert dragging the guard away and wonder what's going on over there, and I will move in that direction.
I'm just finishing setting him up, looking like he's like, you know, chin on chest, arms on his belly, just kind of like he's napping or he's drunk, making him as comfortable as possible.
Do you have something on you, like alcohol or something, to make it more convincing, maybe? Or an empty flask will do, probably.
I could empty a flask out and give it. Yeah, I have a water skin, so I could just empty that out quick and put it on him.
That will give you, if they can investigate it a little bit, you know, not less suspicious.
Sure. Yeah, I'll do that on my turn. Basically, dump out the water on his. Nah, we'll just dump out the water somewhere it won't be as noticed, and then put the water skin in his hand, like he was drunk.
Okay, you do that. Are you gonna move away?
Yeah, and then I'll move back out to the front of the house where everybody else is kind of gathering up.
Luna is also shocked by the light that she now clearly sees and starts to cry.
Good job, guys. We broke her.
Um, what time is it? It's around, it's just starting to get, it's dark enough to do covert missions like this, but it's not totally dark yet. And remember, the town is pretty empty except for guards. Right, El?
Hmm.
You get the help to get out of the window, by the way, so you don't have disadvantage or rough terrain.
Okay. None of this went the way we planned.
Indeed.
Let's see. Oh, maybe. I think that would be good. Yeah. The problem with that, so what I want to do is split it up. It's not humanoid anymore. Have it dart around him, and then form back together in between them.
Remember, you can't see them.
Are you just trying to bully them?
Yeah, you can't see what's going on at
I
this
can't
moment.
see them anymore. I still want to do that. I have X-ray vision like Superman.
You can make a educated guess and roll a d100 for luck to see if you know where they are.
I don't think so.
No.
Um,
So you can still do it, but the light will end up like there.
we'll still move it around, because I could still be able to move it around somewhat.
So
So
the body dissipates and starts to go into one glowing orb.
yeah, like it dissipates a little bit to kind of like try and figure them out more, and then it forms back together somewhere. Obviously, I put it in the wrong spot.
Well, you don't know that.
I don't know that, but we know as
Yeah.
players. Yeah, so that's what we're gonna start with. And then I am going to climb out the bloody window. Whoop. That was 5, right? And so
Yeah.
we're gonna go over here.
Okay. The weasel's turn.
Scurries up and over and blitzes past Festina.
So now everybody's out. Christina tries to closes the hatch nicely. Roll a dexterity save for me, please. Yeah, Festina.
Oh, sorry, I kind of lost there.
Yeah, you almost get your hand cut in the action because you want to hold on the bar to the last moment.
Mhm.
Perfectly, give the little flick up and then close the window, and it falls shut into the locking mechanism.
I hope it didn't make too much noise.
Now it's pretty okay-ish. If you would be in the room, you will probably
Right.
notice it, but
It's not like a gong that sounds through the entire village.
no.
Okay.
Katina. Agatha, sorry.
Yeah, I'm just wondering about moving 5 feet one way, 5 feet the other way, ending up right back where I was.
I think at this point we can go back to the other map so we can see the escape
And-
routes.
And the weasel beside Rydell all of a sudden just vanishes.
I'm not sure if are you known with familiars, Radel?
Um, I didn't put anything down about being,
Well, you do
super,
know magic, right?
but yeah,
Okay,
and
so
I'm a
you're not.
sage. I'm a researcher.
Yeah, you're not really startled by this. Just oh, okay. So yeah, we are back in town, and the party is almost all on that side. So place your figures on the map and see what we're gonna do after this. Where are you guys going?
I had a plan to meet up with possibly someone at midnight.
All right. Once I notice that everybody's out, it's like, well, that went well. He's yelling for the guards. I'm gonna go see if, like, go somewhere else in town and direct the guards here. Going, yeah, he's don't know the mayor's yelling for the guards and looked like the one was drunk.
Yeah, the closest where you find the guard is at the pub. And yeah, they haven't noticed anything that's going around. It's too dark for that yet. What is the? Damn it! I need a character sheet for this, so I can see all the rolls.
And while we're walking about through town, the weasel reappears on Agatha's shoulders.
Yeah, sure. uh, view that one. How about you make a deception or intimidation check or persuasion?
Well, they're all zero, so persuasion. That's what I'm going for. Solid 10.
Average.
It's fine. So yeah, the guard believes you without having suspicion that you are involved at this, and he will rush over to the mayor's house. And the other guard is going. Let me see. Yeah, there are two guards. The other guard will just stand at the pub still.
The pub is where the inn was, right?
Yeah, that's the in the pub. Same thing.
All right, I'll head inside, kind of shaking my head.
Mr. Frodebear,
Yeah.
did that go as you wanted?
Uh, no, it didn't go as I was hoping.
Oh, okay.
I mean, in my brain, it completely made sense, but there was a lot more yelling than I expected.
So you all guys go back into the pub?
Is
I'm not. I'll
the
stay
building
behind.
Yeah.
the building north of the town square, is that a temple church? What is it?
It's church.
Which
With why are you gonna ask me those questions? And it is open, by the way, still. So if you want to go in, I need to find a deity for it because you asked. And I didn't wrote that down because I didn't know that was needed.
The best laid plans of mice and men.
Yeah. Um, it's a god of Helm. Yes, Church of Helm. And you can roll religion if you want to know more about it. Need a quiet place for quick prayer for guidance. Yes. So you go into the church. You will see some people sitting, just and some benches, drinking some wine, doing some prayers. And you see some people in wage wades, church clothes. They have a yeah, they're all basically carrying wine and drinking. But it's pretty quiet.
is drinking normal for worshippers of Helm?
No, not really.
What's over in this area?
That area is basically well, labors of the farm that's there, and some storage for all the products that they have, and basically livings for the helps and a bakery. It's the black building.
Agatha's gonna mosey on over there.
You see nobody.
I'm just gonna let out a soft "Excuse me, anybody here?"
Now, if you do it soft, nobody's gonna hear you.
She doesn't have a powerful voice.
Well, you can knock on some doors if you want to.
Yeah, I'll probably knock on this one.
You see some lights inside, and yeah, a young gentleman opens up, a human, and says, "What can I help you with?"
Um, I heard that the mayor's daughter is supposed to marry someone. You wouldn't know who it is.
Everybody knows who it is.
Well, I don't.
Oh, you're new to town. Yeah, I should guess that you're new to town. I haven't seen you before. That is Johan van Dundervool.
Yo, hmm.
He's a
Is he
noble from the big city.
noble? Oh, does he have a, a lot of money or just some money?
No, he is rich. What I can see, I think he's rich. He got his private army and stuff like that, and nice carriage. And yeah, his name is well known. His family is well known.
Question: would Agatha have heard of the von Danoffel family at all? Like a passing remark somewhere.
Do a history. Basically, what you've heard is that it's a rich family based in Waterdeep.
Yeah, sounds okay. Do you know if the mayor's daughter would want to marry him?
Who doesn't want to marry him? I would give my daughter away.
Okay, thank you. I think I need to be going back to the inn now. See you.
You got
And
a
he
place at the inn?
turns around and just walks off with the weasel scurrying about her shoulders.
Yeah, you got a well the confused look of well just carrying off, and he's also confused that you have a place at the inn.
Yep, I'm just going off, walking off.
Okay.
Trying to find Rodbird, which I saw went to the tavern inn.
Yeah. Yeah, you see Robert drinking at the table where you eat dinner as well.
Hi, mister.
I wave for to get a drink for Agatha as well. It's like, well, in the end, that went better than. No, never mind. Have a drink.
Thank you. It seems that the mayor's daughter is going to marry a guy called Johann von Donnerful. Apparently, a very wealthy guy from a big city somewhere.
Um, can I knowledge history to get like? Have I heard that name before?
Sure. Um, yeah, you heard that name before, and you also remember the family's how do you call it, crest,
Sure.
and you recognize that the guard near the steps or in the pub has the same color scheme and stuff like that as the family guards have of him.
I point this out to Agatha, and if anybody else has gathered up, is like, yeah, that tracks. That's his family guard.
I was just sitting like directly across from Rodbird, so he's blocking the guards view of the guards, so she just tilts to the side and just sits back up and starts drinking.
Um, Outside you hear, and I think even Nepotan will hear this. You will hear like two or three guards arguing with each other, and one guard is, not yelling, but he's like complaining about, no, no, that's not what happened.
Well, it certainly could have gone worse.
I mean, yeah, could have gone worse.
For our next trick.
um, it's getting later and later, and you know that you don't have sleeping arrangements yet.
I'll arrange with the innkeeper, the tavern keeper to, or at least I'll try.
And the tavern keeper, did he give it a name? Not sure. He says, "Well, we don't have any room anymore. I points to the guards. They are taking up all the space. You can try the barns, or if you know somebody in town where maybe you can sleep."
I let out a long sigh. It's like, all right, all right. Thank you though. I look at the others. Well, I guess we're sleeping with the caravan tonight.
Did I attract any attention when I entered the Church of Ham?
No, not nobody is looking at you. You can just you know sit around, do your own thing. You get offered a glass of wine if you want to.
I will take the wine and ask what the reason is. Is there a celebration or something?
Uh, he looks a little bit confused and said, "No, we're not celebrating, but it's normal here. It's what the priest wanted.
Well, who wanted what?
The priest wanted to have everybody taste this lovely wine."
Okay, that this is happening often here.
Yeah. It's not free though. You have to donate something to the church.
That's a very strange way to run a church.
Hmm.
Is it here at the moment?
No, he's sleeping already.
Oh, oh bad. Anyone else of the clergy? I could ask for a favor or something. I need a place to stay for the night.
Yeah, sure. If you're willing to do some work tomorrow in the wine garden.
A wine garden. What kind of work?
I don't know what they need at this point. Well, you'll have to discuss that with the priest tomorrow.
Oh, I don't think my hands are cut out for such delicate winery work.
Well, you can always hold a cart.
Thanks. Anyway, I will see if my friends found something.
No problem. Please leave a donation.
I will drop a silver into the alms box or whatever they have there.
Yeah, they just have a near the entrance, and it's not guarded at all. Yeah, they have a big bowl full of coin.
I will drop a silver in there.
You see it glitter a little bit when it enters, and then it just enters the pile of other coin that's there, mostly copper.
And I that smell the wine I have.
It
Does it
smells for a small village like this. It smells good.
strange? I mean, what kind of receptacle? Receptacle? Oh God, I can't speak that word. What kind of glass thing or whatever it is inside? Is
It's,
it
it's
a
just
clay cup or a wooden cup or
no, it's
metal?
just a gauntlet, a cheap bronze or copper gauntlet. And you see, like at the exit, you goblet, yeah. You see at the end also a table where the empty cups are and stuff like that.
Okay. I will taste a very small sip.
It's pretty good.
Then I will drink the rest.
And there's a little bit more alcohol in it than you expect, but for the rest, it's good. So everybody joins the group at the inn at the pub.
Except for me, Afistina.
Oh, you staying outside, right? As
Yep,
it approaches midnight.
Yep.
Nobody comes out.
Yeah, I'll wait till around 2, and after that, I'll just try and find a random spot somewhere out of the shadows where no one would like come very early and just sleep there for a bit around trance.
Yeah, the when you entered the village, you see that the traveling party stopped at this barn.
Oh.
The cart is right there, but the other people are in here. It's an open barn with lots of hay and stuff like that.
Yeah, sure, that's fine.
So people want to sleep in the hay, you can do it. At least you have a roof above your head. So is everybody going to sleep?
Yeah. When everybody's kind of gathered up, I'm like, well, I'm out of plans. You guys come up with the next one. Mine about got us into a lot of trouble, so you know.
Maybe try just asking questions tomorrow.
That's no fun, but you know that's probably the correct way to do this.
Well, in the next morning, you will get greeted by a farmer. Just after the farmer is going into the barn, you'll hear a crow, announcing the day. No, not a crow, a rooster.
Rooster?
A rooster?
And yeah, he's just, he doesn't even look at you guys or something. Like he's used to it that people sleep there, and he's just getting him some hay.
All right, friends. Let's go into town and see what's going on. Morning, farmer.
I get next to Hortbert, and I'll say, Hortbert, remember you might have an appointment with the mayor's daughter today, and it might be smart for me and Rydell not to attend.
Yes, that's a great idea. Great thought.
So yeah, the farmer nods friendly, and in the morning the town seems a little bit more. Well, it's not. It's really early still, but you already see some farmers running. Well, not running around, but waking up, gathering equipment and stuff like that.
I'll head to the inn and get breakfast, but what I'm really after are the family guards for Johan like eating breakfast? What are they doing this morning?
You see a table with 3 guards eating breakfast. What is you see the where they have the family logos and stuff like that. There are no other guards from the town that you can see here as well. And they're eating a rich breakfast. It's the best of the best that they money can buy at this location.
I'll get breakfast and then walk up to the table and say, "Yeah, guy, do you mind if I join you?"
They look up at you with a disrespectful look, like you are nothing to them, and they just stay silent. And even the empty chair that they was there at the table, they kicked away to another table.
I long suffering sigh and sit down. Back to them, but like next table over.
Hmm.
Rydell, can I ask something? Want to explore town for a bit? Just search around, looking for anything suspicious or strange.
Okay.
So I guess we'll go off and do that. Are you hungry? Do you want to eat first? So I'm
We
fine.
should eat something. Or is there like any like warm food that's easy to just grab and walk away with?
Yeah, you smell already the fresh bread that's being made right from there.
Yeah, let's grab some bread and uh yeah, maybe something to drink. Maybe we'll just take a tankard from the jerks. Um,
I still have a water skin. If you want any of just water.
I have a few. I have some water, but these people are being mean to Herbert.
I love how everybody has a different version of my name.
Yep.
Oh, okay. I'll grab some food then as well.
Okay, well, everybody is in town or in the pub. It might be nice for you guys to discuss your further plans and, what you're going to do this day. So I can take a short AFK.
So, making sure that we can't be overheard very well. It's like, all right, so what is our plan of action? Like obviously my plan didn't work out very well for us, but so what are we gonna do, guys? Like, I don't feel like sweeping the town is gonna get us the missing item, because that looks like it's already happened actually.
We need to. I think we need to speak to the daughter to see if she's actively misplaced the ring. Maybe she doesn't
Oh,
want to get married.
I I am convinced that this is not a willing marriage, despite what the mayor says. And that whole wine and strange party in the middle of the night at a church is really kind of not normal human behavior.
At least not for Helm.
Yeah, that was very strange.
So maybe something's going on with the church. Tell you what, so Raydell and Festina, do you guys want to go, and maybe Nepotan, maybe you guys want to go visit the church, figure out what's going on there, and Agatha and I can talk with the daughter and see if she lets us know anything.
I would say, yeah, that's a go. Good plan.
All right, I finish this breakfast and I make no comment on the people behind me. Like, actively, like I say, I make no comment about the people behind me.
Okay. I guess they're still away, so
Yep. So
did we kind of listen to what they were saying?
they're not talking about very much, and they're really, really uptight.
Well, they're not talking to you. Were they talking to each other?
No.
Oh, welcome back.
Welcome back. We have a plan.
Do you have a plan? Sweet.
Two plans.
Yes.
Okay. The breakfast was not that special, but it will fill your stomach. And yeah, go ahead, execute the plans, I guess.
All right. I am going to head with Agatha to the mayor's house to talk with the daughter, while everybody else heads for the church.
Okay. Split party, always a good idea.
Absolutely.
Well, look, we don't have a wizard in the middle, okay? If
Which group do you want to handle first, Inter?
Let's do the church first. So yeah, you guys step into a church. It is no people in there except the people of the church themselves. They're just cleaning up, getting ready for the day.
I cast Detect Evil and Good before entering.
Okay, for the duration, there are friend, foe in the it's located. It's been metallic. Spell. Yeah, it's a really good place. It feels protected, but good.
No evil, but feelings.
No evil in this what your spell can see or feel.
yeah, that's great and all, but we need to investigate. There's got to be a hidden room.
Yeah, I will ask the nearest clergyman where the priest could be found.
At this moment of the day, he is probably working in his wine garden.
And where do I find it?
Oh, it's just behind the church, and he points you to the that area.
Gonna take a good look around at the church to see if there's anything strange in comparison to what I expect to be at a Church of Helm.
Um, not really, except for the wine, but you know, if you start talking a little bit longer with the people, and now they're cleaning up, it's basically just the priest that just really wants to sell his own wine and basically uses the church for that.
Hobby brewer.
Well, no, he makes good wine, and his wine is exported as well. What you gather from some intel. So he basically mixes two pleasures at once. Yeah, Agatha, you're probably right. A winemaker, that's a hobby priest. Although he is a proper priest of Helm.
Okay. Can we ask around the church if they heard about? Well, before we leave off to the wine garden, to ask if they heard anything about the missing ring.
At the moment you tell them it's about the missing ring, they go like, "Oh, is that what this is all about? Just a simple ring?"
The lockdown, you mean?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, why didn't you guys know? You should have known, right?
No, we only thing that I knew is that there were, guards just asking question and accusing people, and that's it. We didn't know for what. Asking all strange questions like how do you feel about other people and stuff like that.
Um, So, have you seen anything strange? That's like someone hiding around, or maybe like someone that's being shady or something. You never know.
Well, the only person that's hiding at this point is probably Johan from Dunderful. Since we are on lockdown, he haven't left the pub or the inn. How do you kind of call it?
Hmm,
The ale house.
The ale house, yes.
I see. Before he was just running around everywhere.
Well, not everywhere, of course. He's
Right.
always under protection of his guards and mostly talking with the mayor and with some locals to make the preparations right.
Hmm. I see.
Is it her ring that's missing?
We don't know. We know it's a ring, and we know about what shape it should be. So
Oh, well, I have to tell this to my fellow
yeah, make sure
church
to keep an eye
members.
out or something. And if there's someone being like shady, maybe if you could relay that to us or the guards, might be smart.
Well, to the guards, of course. I don't trust you guys for
I
it.
mean, can I grab out the paper? Well, we got this from the mayor, so I guess we're part of it as well.
Oh, wow. Yeah, no, I will report back to you as well. He reads the paper, and
Right.
it's like report to you first, not the guards and stuff like that's all in there and with the
Ah,
signature. And there's even um, money involved if they tell useful info and stuff like that. It's all in the papers. So he's oh yeah, we cannot tell you.
okay. Hey, well, thank you.
Hmm.
Any other questions?
Do we notice anything off about the church?
Off.
We've all been in a church before. Probably several at some point, I would assume. Does anything look out of place or unnatural for a church?
Well, roll insight or investigation. Nice one. Except for that they have a wine tap almost directly next to the altar. There's really nothing really wrong here.
Can I turn on the wine tap?
Are you gonna fetch a gauntlet first or
Um,
goblet? Sorry.
do I have?
There is like in reach where you are now.
Oh yeah, yeah. We'll grab a goblet and
Yeah,
and
you
we're gonna mess
can
with the
fill up.
wine.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
you got yourself a nice port, nice wine port.
I taste it.
It tastes delicious.
Nothing seems off about the wine.
It's better than you expect in a small town like this.
Not laced with anything or magical
Uh,
emissions.
like like arcana check on the wine. I.
Yeah, sure.
Is it magical wine?
Yeah, do an arcana check. You are absolutely sure there is nothing magical with the wine.
Hey, those rolls cancel each other out on luck because that is a nat 20 and a nat 1.
Yeah, nice one, by the way.
Thank God they were the right way around.
I know, right?
Should we visit the priest on his vineyard? Or is this a dead end?
The priest is on the wine guard if you want to talk to him.
I was asking Rydell and Festina if we should investigate
go.
this further or if we drop it.
I've done what I wanted here, so
Okay. Then we're gonna switch over to the mayor's house.
All right, I'll knock on the front door of the office side down. Yeah, this door down here.
A guard. Let's not make him unconscious anymore. It's another guard as well.
Different guy.
Different guy.
he wasn't feeling so well.
And one just recognizes you from the day before. It was not the guard that you knocked out, but the guard that just recognized you in town. He opens up the door for you,
Thank you.
and it's a empty room. And the guard tells, well, he's probably on his workshop, his own. So the left door, you will find him.
All right, sounds good. Head
Agatha
on
is
in.
going towards the right door. She starts walking towards the left door, but as soon as she hears the door close behind her, she cuts over to the right one.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, no.
What do you want to do?
Knock softly.
No response.
Just uh, get my piece of paper ready and just open the door quietly.
The,
Hello?
the door is locked.
Ah.
All right.
This thing's locked, Mr. Big Man.
I laugh
There-
and walk over to the left-hand door and knock, just like tap tap knock on it.
Well, at that moment that you knock, he opens the door already because he probably heard you laugh. And steps into the room and says, well, what can I do for you folks?
We're continuing on the investigation into the missing ring. I was wondering if we could talk with your daughter.
Yeah, sure. She's up.
All right.
By the way, there's maybe something else to investigate as well. Yesterday evening was really, really strange, and my daughter is still confused about it. But just two people in her bedroom that she was scared of, and then suddenly not. When he wants to introduce them to me, they just changed into light or something.
Maybe there's a ghost or apparition or something like that. That might explain. If we could track, if there's something like that, then that might explain where the missing ring is too. We really need to talk to your daughter then.
Well, I don't believe in ghosts, but and he yells at the door to one of the guards, guards, get the priest. And of course, he guides you through the living area where his daughter is also sitting at the table. This is, and he starts to introduce, this is Juno Waldscheid, my lovely daughter, soon to be married, hopefully.
I bow appropriately to her and say to Gober is like, why don't you go get the send the guards out or go get the priest and he can investigate what's going on. Maybe and
Well, after last night, I don't want to leave my daughter alone. And if you want to insist on this, you can maybe do it with, I don't know, persuasion.
sure, we'll go with persuasion.
No, that failed. He's like,
Yeah.
no, I really wanted to stay with my daughter.
All
You can
right.
ask anything though.
Yeah. All right.
And he also turns to his daughter. Answer these people truthfully. They are here to help.
I look at Agatha. She wants to start off.
I ask the question. I think all of us might want to know. Do you really want to marry this Johan guy?
Before you even finish the sentence, she says yes. Like, roll me an insight.
I was about to say, I'm going to roll. I want to check that.
Yeah, the yes was probably too rehearsed or too quick, but you don't make it really out if she really wants to marry her, if she's excited, or if it's rehearsed.
So when did the ring go missing?
2 days ago.
What question two? Was Johan already in town then?
Yes, he gave me the ring.
Oh, well, how long had you had the ring before it went missing?
One day.
I'm starting to wonder, like, does my character? I want to see if my character can. Hey, idea. Did you put it away and never found it again, or did you wear it and it disappeared, or what happened?
No, I locked it up in a special jewelry chest that he gave me with the ring. The next morning, it was gone. The chest we still have, but the ring is gone.
Can we see this chest? I have suspicions.
I have suspicions too.
Yes, sure. And she walks to her bedroom,
Do you mind if we
gets a.
do you mind if we follow you? Because I'd like to see the chest where you left it.
Yeah, sure. Daddy comes along as well.
Yep. Let's go. Let's go look at the chest where it's at.
And you see a small but nicely decorated chest with a pretty good lock on it. Pretty nicely built. It's the chest itself is not like with jeweled or something, but it has like nice silver on it and nice woodwork. It's probably, you know, the chest is probably more expensive than a commoner's wedding ring.
I want to see if Agatha feels any sort of magic from it. I don't have detect magic, but just the general sense of magic, like
Uh,
Arcana.
yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
Same here.
Can Holbert cast spells?
I can't cast spells, but I did have the background of what is it, adept, and I am going towards the rune knight thing.
Oh, okay, yes. Then you can indeed apply for Arcana checks. Um, the chest itself is not magical. Um, what kind of check will it be? You can give me a what is it? Perception or investigation on the chest?
I'm investigating, looking for secret bottoms, false bottoms, double lids, whatever.
Yeah, as you are busy with the chest, picking it up, looking it around, um, Yuna actually, hands you over a key. Like, this is the key where I locked it up with, and it is on her necklace. So you have to untie it from the necklace, and she gives you the key. If you open it up, you notice that the key is pretty unique, and you probably be a really skilled lockpicker if you need to lockpick this. And yeah, you open it up. There is a soft silk like bedding with a little stand where the ring should be, and that's it. It's basically, except for it being a exceptional expensive chest, well built and really nicely decorated. It's just an empty chest.
So there's no. When I put my hand into the bottom around the ring, it's just the wood between me and what it's sitting on. There's not like another five centimeters where something could be hidden.
Oh, it's covered with like silk cloth, so you have some room, under it. But if you because it make it look nice, but if you feel around it, you find nothing under it. You basically the bottom of the chest is just like a centimeter thick, and you probably guess that's the proper size of the bottom.
So
Yeah.
Yuna, you said Johan gave you the box as well.
Yes, for keeping it safe.
Huh. And you keep the ring or not the ring the key on your person even like when you sleep.
Yes.
Interesting. All right. Well, thank you.
And my dad even make me lock my rooms now every day.
That's probably sensible. I mean, this box is very well made. It's worth more than a simple gold band would be.
Yeah,
Uh, bef-
probably.
Before we go, I cast minor illusion to recreate the look of the key in my hand.
Can you cast that spell? It's a cantrip. Image objects. Does it has a physical? Yeah, resolution. Okay, so you cannot use it as a key.
No, I want the look of it. I want it to look like I'm holding the key.
Basically a
Yeah,
copy.
yeah. It looks like you're holding the key as well.
Interesting. Well, thank you both for your time. We'll probably have more questions for you sometime later today. I have some thoughts, but I don't want to. Give you any false ideas, and I want to complete these
No,
thoughts
no,
first.
don't ruin the investigation, please. Please get to the bottom of this. That's the mayor say.
All right, thank you very much. And I head out, and once we're away from the house far enough to like hold a normal conversation without worrying about being overheard, I look at Agatha and say, "Well, it doesn't seem like it's a magical box, but I think it may have been a magical ring, or possibly something to do with the box and the ring together. I we need to ask Johann if he really wants to marry.
Um,
Because
by the way, I'm a little bit curious about the minor illusion. Which key do you give back?
The only one I actually can give back and not be caught out
Okay.
immediately. The
Yeah.
real
Okay.
one. Because if I give away the illusion, they can't feel it because it's not a real thing.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead, Albert. Sorry for that.
no worries. It's like we should find our companions. I don't know, but man, it sure seems like this this was a setup to make the mayor's daughter or the mayor look incompetent.
I'm not sure, but I agree. We need to talk to Johan because those are the two people that are most interesting in this case.
Yep. All right. Well, I don't know where everybody else is at. We'll might as well head to the church because that's where they were last, and maybe we'll meet up with them there.
Ooh, yeah, maybe.
Yeah. If you head to the church and ask around, you get immediately information. Oh, you're looking for your friends. We sent them to the winery.
All right. Head to the winery.
So what are you guys doing at the winery? There is a house there with some little sheds and storage boxes and boxes to stamp the wine in.
Probably
Nobody
looking,
you see at this point.
probably looking around for anything that's not supposed to be on a vineyard.
Well, you see a wall that's put in place after the vineyard was created, probably, but you're not sure. And there is a small door that's, big enough to just fit a person in the wall that goes out probably to the vineyard.
So the vineyard is not within the walls of the city.
Yes.
Hmm. Sounds like the perfect way to have someone get in and out relatively undetected.
Is there a gate of some sort here that's
Just a
guarded?
door in a wall with no guards. The guards can walk on the wall though.
Are there any footsteps around that are looking stranger than like normal footsteps?
Just normal footsteps coming through the wall to the house, stuff like that. It's basically where you expect them.
Right.
Like the door and the wall is being used probably like a couple
Like
times a
not
day.
slightly deeper footsteps from the wetness of the night.
No. You don't know if the footsteps are made the night or day. It's
Mm.
just traveling paths.
Even don't we see like if the footsteps come from like alongside the wall or towards the winery?
Now,
Right.
most footsteps goes directly from the door to one of the boxes where they keep the wine to break them down to the fluids, and to a barn right there where they can ferment,
Right.
and to the house.
Okay, so that's pretty normal.
Agatha goes up to Festina and just pulls on her sleeve or her shirt or whatever she can grab hold of, and casts minor illusion, recreating the key. Does this key look like anything special to you?
I take a good look at the key. What do I see? Do I see anything special?
Roll your lock picking skill
Pistols? Or sleight of hand?
or sleight of hand. Both are okay.
Just sleight of hand. I don't know.
Mm.
10.
You find this an extraordinary key. It's small, so it's probably opening a small object, and it's complicated.
Oh. It's complicated.
Yeah, so it's not a normal key or something that you can normally easy lockpick.
Do I think that it serves only like one purpose to like lock unlock, or does it have like several stages of unlocking something that I would get from the key shape?
No, it's probably just
Just a
put it
single.
in a hole and turn it, and that should do it.
Okay. Well, that's quite an intricate key,
Yeah,
but
it was used
seems
to lock up the ring that's missing.
well that I can see. I don't really see anything special apart from it being somewhat. Well, if I would have to lockpick this, it would probably take me a while.
Um,
Yeah.
Yeah, the
roll
box.
a history, please.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the box that it was. The box that this is for was like intricately made. It's got a great lock in it. It's got silver inlay in it. It like the box is worth more than a simple ring.
You have never seen a key like this, and you're not even sure if you can lockpick this.
Okay, got it. I'll change my statement to that then.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that sucks.
Tell me more about this box.
Well, it had a silk lining and it wasn't magical so far as we could tell. But
I cast minor illusion and recreate the box
there you go.
Okay.
in its
No.
open. So
History on the illusion of the box. Can we recognize the anything about the box? Yeah. How's that sound?
Yeah, history, please. Barely make out that this is a box, but you recognize that it's of value and that it's a box.
Yeah, I want a do-over.
I mean, we can depend on you to roll like you've been rolling.
Oh boy.
All right. So did you guys learn anything about the church?
Apparently they sell wine.
That's not normal for a church.
But it does
I,
seem
I,
like does Liam seem like the priest is more of a main job is the winemaker, and a side job would be being the priest here, as far as
I
we can
offer,
tell.
I offer Herbert some of the wine.
That's good wine.
Surprisingly good wine.
Yeah, I'm not much of a wine drinker, but yet that's definitely wine.
Who has the highest passive perception?
13.
13.
13.
I've got 11 and my weasel's got 13.
13.
So basically, everybody except lower than 13 hears a key going into a door where you standing right close to.
I'll turn around to look who's going through.
I only react because the weasel just gets slightly startled. I don't know what I'm reacting to.
And the door opens, and a farmer with two big bags, on he has a big pole behind his neck, and on both sides hanging two big bags full of grapes. And he's a little bit surprised that you're standing there. So, what
Hey.
can I do for you?
Does anyone else have a key to this door?
No, only me and the city guard, the head of the city guard.
So you're the one who makes this excellent wine?
Yes.
Do you
And
se-
he introduced himself like, oh, well, I'm the priest of Helm, of this church here.
how long have you been priest here in town?
Ooh, my father was a priest, and my mother was a winemaker. And yeah, I basically rolled into both.
That completely makes sense. My father was a wizard and my mother was a cleric.
So you are a wizard cleric?
Now I'm more hit things with my hammer, but you know.
A cleric wizard.
Humans. Humans.
Uh,
Why does the city guard have a key to the door? Why is the
No,
wine vineyard not inside the
oh,
city
it's
walls?
yeah. Basically they leave the farmlands and stuff like that alone. They just want to attack us for some reason. I don't know why. So it's pretty safe to go outside during the day, and
What did you
yeah,
take?
because it's not what.
Wait, why are you allowed to go outside while everyone else is on lockdown?
Yeah, that's a deal that I made with the mayor because you know I need to make wine. I need to tend. Even the farmers are allowed outside to make their bread, but they are monitored by guards. But the mayor and I are long friends, so he trusts me.
is there a guard walking along? Like, was there a guard watching him from the wall as he was out working in the field?
Make a well. What's that? That's not a. Is that an insight? No, that is a perception.
Probably perception.
Everybody can do.
Great rolls. Oof.
No, you
Uh,
don't think there are any guards watching the vineyard at this point.
All right. We'll let you keep making your wine. We may have more questions for you later. Can hold on a second. Can I see that key?
Sure. He keeps it in his hand though, because he
Right.
knows he's not allowed to give it away.
Right. I'm looking at the bidding of the key. Does it look like a good quality key or poor quality?
It's a little better than a normal house key, but it's not like a hard key to lockpick.
Okay.
Even you know that. It's a basic key.
Hmm.
All right. Well,
So, wait. You were talking about someone attacking you. Did you just mean people, or did you mean like the general wildlife?
And Well, sometimes bandits, but most of the time it's the general wildlife.
So nothing else as normal.
No, it's just, what we have to deal with in these times.
At least they leave your grapes alone. I'd hate for you to lose your livelihood in addition to having to have the wall between you and your vineyard.
Yeah, sometimes they pick up the rotten grapes that are laying on the ground, but that just gives us extra meat for the butcher because they, are drunk and easy to catch.
I,
I look at
listen,
everybody else to see if they have any other questions for him.
I need to see this box. Let's go.
Well, later we'll look at the box later. I have some like pull you guys away. It's like I feel like we should go talk to Johan.
Okay.
Yeah, everything kind of points towards him.
Okay. So everybody heads back to the pub.
Yo. Walk up to one of the guards guarding the upstairs and say, we are interested in speaking to give the guy's full Johann von whatever his name was. If he could make us some time, I'd appreciate it.
He doesn't want to speak with people at this moment.
Ah,
He wants to talk to us. Agatha says and shows the guard the paper. We can talk to anybody we want.
He's not really impressed with the paper. You're talking to that dude right there.
yep.
But he yells upstairs, and another guard is coming down, and they, stand back a little bit, whispering. And one of the other guards just ignoring you and goes outside.
We want to talk with a man about a box.
The weasel follows the man walking outside.
Show us to this person. We need to speak with him regardless of his desires.
My guard is fetching information about this. You can just, have a drink, sit still.
We're perfectly willing to wait right here for them.
Oh, these tables are occupied by a staff member, these three. So, and they're just looking at you and basically like, nope, that's not gonna happen. Look on their face. And after a minute or 10, you see a guard coming back from the main door with a frustrated look on his face. And they stand back and whisper a little bit more. The other guards come back. Well, the mayor says we need to make an exception for you guys. So sit back and we'll have a talk about this.
Agatha slightly frustrated. Well, that's what the note says. Exception.
Indeed.
He's not even responding to that.
All right. We will be waiting here for when your master is ready to speak with us.
Okay. And after probably 5 minutes, copy one of those again, because why not? There we go. Come on. See name, safe. Why don't I see the name? Oh, show nameplate. So with two other guards, he comes in. One of the guards is just standing here at your group, and they walking at a door here. And enter a room here. How did I do that? That's on that layer. There we go. No, not all that. Just that one. I want to move it.
You've got to move
Just
it.
delete
Move
it. Yes.
We got to move it.
There we go. And that guard says to you, well, follow me.
Very well.
Boom, boom.
Oh, no, no, no. You cannot sit there. Don't come too close.
I mean, is it the kind
It's
of
an open chair. He's not sitting here.
I could probably reach him with my feet from here?
All right, I don't make any yeah. We just spread ourselves around the room.
Yeah, they say you can sit on those chairs, and the rest will stand. And Johan van Dundervol seems like really well dressed man with lots of jewelry, and it's not rich to show off rich, but you can just so see that he's a nobleman and he doesn't like his time wasted. So he looks a little bit annoyed at you guys and say, well, what's this you want to talk about?
So what's your name?
And he doesn't even reply. He just signs.
So, okay. Why is I make sure the door is closed. So
Yeah.
why is a rich, powerful nobleman such as yourself in the ass end of nowhere marrying the small town mayor's daughter? I don't understand.
So you think it's your business who I should marry or not?
No, if you love her and want to marry her, that's a reason. I just want somebody to explain it to me, because your name, like when I heard your name, it's like, well, why is he here?
Well, if you know my name, it's probably wise not to ask such stupid questions. I marry who I want.
Very well. You can marry whomever you want. I did want to ask you about like the box though.
What box?
The box that you gave her to put the ring in.
Ah, it's specially made for me by some people in Winterdeep to keep the ring safe. But probably that didn't happen, right?
Well, there was a small problem apparently. She locked the ring in the box, and when she unlocked the box the next morning, the ring was gone.
Well, that's the problem we're looking at this appointment. Finding the ring or the wedding is off.
Why was a simple band kept in such an expensive looking box?
A simple band?
That's the impression we got from the mayor, is that it wasn't a fancy dancy like ring.
It was an expensive ring.
Insight?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because why else would I?
We're rolling like gangbusters here, friends.
It,
No more insights?
Holic?
Ooh.
Ooh, yay!
Finally.
Yeah, but the rest is a little bit like, yeah, we should believe him. Why should he not give an expensive ring? And Nepoton really believes him. Like that ring may look simple, but it's really expensive.
Okay.
Probably thinking like a ring made of unobtainium because it looks simple, but it's one of the most expensive materials there is to find.
Yeah, something like that. It looks simple, but it's really precious and rare.
So as far as we could tell, the box wasn't magical, just really well made lockbox.
Yeah, nothing better for my love.
No, that makes sense. But okay, so I don't. I'm gonna talk with you for a little bit. Like we're gonna have a conversation because I'm trying to work out why this is missing. And so, if I was a thief, I would have taken the box. Like the ring is well nice and everything, but it's the box itself is worth dozens of gold at the very least, hundreds maybe, just because of how well it's made. So if I was a thief, I would have just taken the box, and the ring and the box would have gone missing at the same time. So it wasn't just a thief. This was somebody who wanted a reason to disrupt your marriage.
Yeah, if
Um,
you at the moment that you say like, well, the ring was well nice, so he really like frowns upon you, like, what are you talking about? It's
but it's,
expensive.
it's yeah. No, I'm not trying
Uh,
to like brush it off. I'm just.
uh, but yeah, he agrees with you arguing. Like, if a thief indeed wants to do that, the ring is more expensive than the box. But why not steal the box also?
So I have a question for you. Like, is there anybody in your life who would not want you to get married? Like, the classic would be like your mother or your father. I don't believe that about you, but
Now, my parents actually arranged a part of this marriage, so I don't think they will be against it.
and you don't have like close personal friends or anybody else here in town with you today right now?
Well,
I'd be in love with you.
of course, if people see, some people who made so much success, and he's really being arrogant at this moment, made really so much success in his life and have so much grandeur to spend. And yeah, of course, some people look up to you in this respect. And he's actually looking down to you in this respect, but that's, you know,
So I have a thought, if you don't mind. Um, we have a friendly neighborhood wizard pointing at Agatha. Could you describe to her the ring well enough for her to create an illusion of it? What I propose is that we tell a small fib. We say we have found the ring and we have recovered it, and the wedding is going on, and we bring the mayor and his daughter in on this, and or at least we bring the daughter in on this, perhaps not the mayor. And we say we found the ring, the wedding is going on, um, and we see who is upset about this ring being found, and we follow them because they, unless they're carrying it around with them, they probably hid it somewhere.
well, Juno won't be liking this idea. Goober will be all in front of this. He probably just, get the marriage done without ring.
I don't even necessarily mean we do the marriage without the ring. We find out who had a reason to have stolen the ring.
I cast minor illusion, recreating an image of the key on the table right in front of Johan.
You see the guards react, like grabbing to a hilt, and Johan just, oh, it's okay.
That's what
And
I did before.
yeah, he explains, yeah, that's the key. So you have talked to the daughter already.
Yeah, we did earlier this morning. That's how we saw the box.
Why do you keep referring to her as the daughter instead of using her name?
It's it's nothing to you.
If you love her so much, you'd use her name more.
That will still be my third wife. Of course, I love her.
If you
Third
would say
third
name
wife?
out loud, right?
Third wife?
I get
Uh,
the furrows her eyebrows.
It's
Third.
it's
Player
pretty
knowledge.
common. Braille knowledge is pretty common for rich people that has a lot of money in big cities to have multiple wives.
Ah, got it. Okay. I didn't know if this was a like this guy thing or if this was a common thing.
I would say, yeah,
It's
I sure would use Nicole's name as well.
it's no, she's not Nicole. She's Juna.
There you go. Good job.
But yeah, it's pretty common. Not really. It's just common for the rich and wealthy. Farmers and stuff like that doesn't do it because they cannot just support the family that comes from it.
So Johan, um, would you be
Please,
willing to?
Sir Johan or Johan von
I,
Dunderville.
I would have used the correct. Sorry, character would have used the correct address. Player is dumb.
Yeah.
So Sir Johan, would you be willing to go along with this minor deception about having found the ring? Because without your agreement, like we can't sell this.
You see him thinking a bit, and he says, "Well, if you can convince the mayor and Yuna, we can convince this. But to convince the town people, we probably need to open up the town as well. And because there are people coming from the wedding from other cities, so yeah,
I
that's gonna be a problem to pull off."
Well, I think so. The reason he locked the town down was to find the ring, and I think he might be willing. We can talk to him about it. I think he might be willing to open up the town. Because we don't need to find the ring anymore. What we need to do is find the person who stole it. If we find the person who stole it, then we find the ring.
I'm not thinking you will please a lot of people around town because they're looking forward to this marriage, as do I. And we need to deceive them all. They're not gonna like that.
They never need to know they were deceived. Like,
The,
you can
the
tell a lie
marriage,
better than I can.
the marriage probably won't be. Thank you. A proper marriage without the ring. I don't think Juna will agree with that.
When
Hmm.
is the wedding supposed to be?
It's supposed to be this weekend, 2 days
Like
from now.
2 days from now. Okay. So we have 2 days. We can open the town back up. We have 2 days for this thief, whomever they are, to try to steal the ring again. If or to go looking for where they hid the ring to decide, to show us their hand, basically. We're I propose a bluff. You look like a man who's good at cards. I propose a bluff.
He laughs at the cards comment. Gambling is for fools.
Which is why you never gamble in playing poker.
He thinks it over and he'll say, I will let you know in the morning what my verdict is about this. I will send you one of my guards with a note about this.
I
And
I I bow an appropriate level at that.
I'll give it a thought. It's not a stupid idea, even from folks like you.
And in the meantime, until you have decided whether or not you agree with this plan, we will continue to make inquiries around town.
Yes, sure. And he nods at the guards, and the guards basically started pushing you out of the room.
I leave willingly.
I
Yeah.
trip the guard.
Catch the guard, and I'll make sure he gets up.
Okay.
I'll
How well can we do this? Trip a guard. Dexterity, I guess. I need to make a dexterity save. You make a
my help him.
dexterity. Just a flat out dexterity or strength.
We're gonna go with dexterity.
I don't have to roll for that.
GG, Rydell, GG.
He catches
I-
you, extending your foot a little bit, and even without you. Oh wait, do an insight. No, not an insight. A perception. Yeah. Even without you knowing it, you feel a blade pushing into your sides, and the guard says, "Don't fool us." And he
Don't
looks
touch me.
really down in you.
Don't
And you
touch me,
feel the
human.
blade pushing you a little bit more along. At this point, it's starting to hurt if you don't move. Yeah. Are you gonna move out of the room or not?
As I go to walk out, I cast dancing lights in the guard's face and just make an orb appear right in his face.
You walk away first, I guess, before you do that?
As I'm turning around, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You hear some laughter behind you, and like, those common folks are such a pain.
All right, we have Plan B. Now let's figure out Plan A.
And after you sit down on a table, or at least clear the doorway, you see the guards escorting him back up the stairs.
I'm interested in seeing this box. I have an idea that I would like to try.
Go to the mayor's house.
Yep, we can go back to the mayor's house and have him show you the box.
I'm avoiding the mayor's house. I'll just split off on my own and try and look every nook and cranny of the town for a small box where a ring could be hidden in.
Festina,
Yes.
you seem to know the shadier parts of towns. Is there some sort of universal code you guys use?
I'm guessing you're hinting at thieves' cans?
Player is hinting at thieves' count, but Agatha's just curious.
It depends. I mean, thieves' can is kind of different sometimes. But kind of? I mean, what are you intending to?
Well, if someone is a thief and actually stole it, would they not know the same code?
Depends if they're running the same circuits. I mean, to be honest, anyone could kind of try and get it. I mean, it's
Yeah,
hard to get
just
in, I guess. But if they got the if they, for example, got the key from her neck without her waking up, that would be a possibility too. As I know some wizards who can do that, right? Make people sleep.
yeah. Yeah, I've heard about those kinds of things.
Are you gonna look around in T-scans to see if there are signs in the village or something like that for that?
I could definitely add that to the way I'm looking for things, yes. To see if someone responds to thief scans instead of looking like weirdly at me, because it makes no sense if you just listen to me.
Yeah, you notice a sign at a shop that
Oh.
sells well bits and pieces and tinkering, some scrolls, some normal items as well. You notice in the sign that he has in his shop window, that's like saying like, well, you can have 10 arrows for 20 and 100 arrows for 500. It doesn't make sense and stuff like that.
Mhm.
That kind of things, but you notice in Thieves' Cant that he is selling more than he's advertising.
Okay. Well, I don't know if anyone's with me at that point, but I'm gonna head over there somewhere.
I could easily
Like
have
some-
joined because Agatha doesn't really want to go see the box again.
I'll take Rydell to go see the box.
Um,
Hmm.
let's do the shop first then. Down, come back. Players also town. And the shop is right there. And when you enter the shop, are you gonna enter the shop?
Yeah, first take a look around outside if there's anything special there, and otherwise I'll just enter inside.
Now you just see arrows, some hunting equipment, some leather armor, stuff like that. And if you go inside, you hear the little bell, what's attached to the door wrinkle. You see a halfling at the end of the bar, stepping up. What can I help you with?
Oh, hi. I saw you had some arrows for sale in the front window.
Yes, we got all kinds of arrows. Which one are you interested in?
Well, I saw you had like the bigger price for the smaller amount.
Are you gonna try to talk
Yes.
to him in
Well,
Chief Chat?
I guess. Well, kind of like noted, hinting that I know what he's talking about.
Yeah, and he looks at you, then looks at Christina.
That's me.
Oh, sorry, at
I got that.
Agata. Looks at you again, like asking for prying eyes or something like that.
Agatha's just wandering around looking at
Oh, she's with
whatever
me. Don't worry about it.
whatever's on the shelves.
I'll say in Thieves' Cant. She's with me. Don't worry about it. So something like, small elves really like to play around.
He opens a door at the side, and when he now waves you in. Okay,
I'll follow in.
and you see like special daggers, uh, better equipment, probably stuff like potions you should not have, and stuff like that.
More black market stuff. Well,
Yeah, probably more black market or what he doesn't want to pay taxes over. Probably like he doesn't want to
right,
know everybody in town that he sells this as well.
right. Do I spot a ring somewhere?
There are rings here, yes, but
As
are
this,
locked behind a closet. So with glass in front of you, you can see through it,
right.
but you cannot, just grab them.
No. One as described by the mayor.
No.
Okay, so that makes it easier, I guess. Like, no chance that it's one of them, right?
Um, it does none of them even look like a special ring in sorts of marriage or engagement
Right.
or something like that. They all look a little bit different. Some have scribing on it, some are just plain. And what's your intelligence?
Straight up intelligence 11.
Yeah, you know that these are probably magic rings and probably out of your price range.
Right. Makes sense. Do I see anything other interesting or like something that could help us searching for something small, which would be like sub 30 gold in estimation?
Are you asking him that?
No, I'm just looking around while searching
Well,
for
if you're
something like
looking
that.
around, you probably cannot make sense of one scroll or the other, or
Right.
one ring or the other.
But like a magnifying thingy or like rods that might find something, or I don't know, something. Metal detector thingy, you know?
No, you cannot make head or tails of most of this stuff,
Right.
except you can identify a bow or a crossbow or a cloak and a ring, but you cannot identify what they are doing except that it's a cloak.
Right.
You just
So
have the
I'll
impression that it's really expensive or probably magical.
so I'll walk towards the guy and I'll ask. So have you had like any people coming around more that are interested in this kind of stuff, or have I been one that's here been I've been here in a while, the first one that's been here in a while?
And you showed interest in this stuff. Like normally only get like once a month, once or 2 months, and that's it. And the last time it's really quiet. I don't know. People don't have the gold anymore for this stuff.
Right. So I'm assuming that since you are selling this kind of stuff, sadly most of it's out of my range as well for now. I might be coming back at some other time, of course, when I get some more funds. But I was kind of
But
wondering,
at the
do you
moment
also
that you're talking about funds and you don't have enough, he's starting to shove you out of that room.
right? I do want to talk to you about something though that might not be smart to talk about in the open air of the store.
He's interested.
Right.
So he's
Assuming
basically
you're
in the door hole now, like in of that room or not.
right. So assuming you are selling these kind of items, do you also sell information?
No.
I see. Do you know anyone that does in town? It's more like an information broker that keeps tabs on everyone. It's mostly the mayor.
Yeah, I should say go to the mayor or the priest. The priest probably knows everybody's problems.
Right. I see. Well, that's good to know anyway. And thank you for your time anyway. And since I know what you have now, I might be coming back later. So thanks for
Is
showing me around.
is that a threat to rob me?
No, of course not. As in to buy your stuff when I get the funds.
Oh, okay.
Not everyone is classless that looks like me.
And yeah, you head out
Right.
the shop
Yep.
and
I'll wave Agata with me.
Yeah, she's just been wandering mostly aimlessly through the front end of the shop while Christina's been in the back and follows.
Agata, apparently nothing really important is in there for us right now that I can figure out. And they don't really have much information either, what I can figure out.
Oh,
Sadly. He did tell me that probably the priest would be the one that knows about everyone's things. So
I was thinking maybe we should go visit him again and
yeah, sure.
insist on
It's a
speaking
good idea.
with him with the authority of the pieces of paper we have.
Let's try first without, because I don't want to force people to talk to us.
okay, then we're gonna switch to the mayor's house. Who is going to enter and how and what? You don't see any guards at front at this moment.
I'll knock on the front door again.
Who is with you?
I think it's just me.
Yeah, I'm
Nepoton?
not sure where Nepotan is.
I'm just standing on the city square thing, looking around, bored.
Okay. You knock on the door, and one of the guards opens up the door, and really like a little bit annoyed. Yeah, what is it?
I have a friend who would like to look at the lockbox. He is an expert on such things.
We are in a meeting at this moment to decide what to do with one of our fellow guards. Please come back later. Probably going to be, well, excommunicated, I guess.
Oh, all right. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, about when should we come back around?
This will take some time to decide what to do. We never had a guard, drinking on the job and yeah, just knock his head against the wall,
Oh
drunk.
man, I'm sorry to hear that. It's terrible. All right, we will come back later. Thank you. I as with the where doors closed, I just look at Rhino and I just like half chuckle, shrug my shoulders, and head back towards Nepotan.
They want us to put a priority on finding this ring, and then we have to deal with this nonsense.
I know, right?
A knock on the door.
Okay.
Rodebert can be walking away, it's okay.
Yeah, I
I
walk
knocked
away.
on the door.
This time, you see two guards, and the only reaction that you get from them is, "What?"
You stated you wanted us to put a priority on finding the ring. Let us try to find the ring.
And you
We'd
hear
like to see the box.
Goldberg from the back of the room. "We have something to deal with right now. We need to trust our guards. Come back in a couple of hours, then you can see this stupid box." And they slam the door shut.
Come on, Rydell. We'll
Okay.
we'll take a look at it later.
I want to go around the side and go
Rydell's
knock
like,
on the daughter's window.
Oh,
Rydell's like, humans.
Pretty much, yeah. Like bloody humans. Let me do what I want.
How hard are you gonna knock? Like,
Only loud enough if they're in the room that they're going to hear me.
okay. So yeah, you get no response.
I walk around.
I was gonna say, walk around the building. Is Juna outside of the house?
You don't think so. You think that, especially on this condition the city is in, she will probably stay inside as much as possible. So you're going to the
Alright.
back door.
I am not.
No, right there, Liz.
Yes. Is there a window over here or something?
No, it's just one door.
Can I knock softly so that if someone's close by, they'll hear me?
You knock on the door and you notice that it's unlocked. Nobody has answers.
Where'd my character sheet go? Okay. I want to try and open the door quietly and just a little bit so I can peer inside.
Yeah, you see another door right here, and this is just like I don't want to say utility room, but it's like boxes and some storage and maybe some horse equipment as well. No horse though.
What's this chest?
It's just a chest, yeah.
Okay, well, I go in and I knock on the other door quietly.
You hear a little quiet, yeah?
It's the elf.
The what?
It's the elf. We're looking for your ring. I need to see
No,
the
Daddy
box.
told me you were not true.
What? Uh,
She recognizes your voice from the night in the that you scared her and then befriended her, and she's convinced that it was a nightmare.
Of course.
It had to come back to bite me later, sooner or later, right?
Yes, it did.
That's why I wanted to avoid the mayor's house.
Oh.
Look. I understand if you're scared. I need you to do something for me, okay? I want you to take a rock, any old rock or a fork, something, and lock it in the box. Then open the box again. See what happens.
At this moment, you hear her walking away and opening another door.
I will now run away. I'm over here now.
And that's where we're gonna end today.
All right, thank you everybody for watching. We will be back in 2 weeks. I have been, well, I'll let Inter say his name first, then we can everybody say their name, and then we'll be done.
Yeah, I'm Inter. I'm your DM, or were you DM for the evening. And indeed, in 2 weeks, we're gonna pick up and see what the daughter and daddy of the mayor have to say about this.
Go for it, team.
I am Deem. I have been Rydell, the arrogant high elf.
Eastbourne.
Eastbourne. I've been Fistina, the high elf that's just been sneaking around more and not really interacting that much.
Hollock.
I'm Moloch playing Nepotan, the cleric.
I've been Samlander, your host, been playing Rodebert, whatever my last name is, fighter and person who's getting himself into lots of trouble. Zerter.
And I am Surtur. I've been playing Agatha Springspell, the gnome wizard that's making images of everything she sees.
Thanks everybody for watching. Bye.